You know how sometimes you're just sitting there mulling over your financial records and you find yourself thinking, man, I wish accounting was easier to understand? Well, what if I told you that there's a man, a single man, who revolutionized the world of accounting as we know it? And no, I'm not talking about your local CPA. I'm talking about the father of accounting himself, Luca Pacioli. Hey, don't roll your eyes. I promise this isn't some boring history lesson. Pacioli's story is actually pretty fascinating. And who knows, by the end of this, you might even find yourself appreciating the art of debits and credits just a little bit more. Plus, you'll have a great conversation starter for the next dinner party you go to. How's that for a value proposition? So, let's jump right into it. Picture this: Italy, 15th century. The Renaissance is in full swing, a time of grandeur and innovation. And in the midst of all this, a humble friar named Luca Pacioli is about to change the world of commerce forever. Pacioli, a Franciscan friar and a man of many talents, was not only an accountant but also a mathematician, a teacher, and a close friend of Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, you heard it right. The Da Vinci. Not bad for an accountant, right? Pacioli published a book in 1494 called Summa de Arithmetica Geometria Proportioni et Proportionalita, which basically means everything you need to know about arithmetic, geometry, proportions, and proportions. But what really gets our attention is that in this enormous book, Pacioli tucked away a small section, a treatise, the first ever recorded literature on double-entry bookkeeping. And that, my friends, changed everything. Imagine you're a merchant in the 15th century. You're buying and selling goods, things are going well, but then you start scratching your head thinking, wait, how much did I pay for that sack of wheat? How much did I sell it for? Am I even making a profit here? Without double-entry bookkeeping, keeping track of all this was a nightmare. But with Pacioli's system, everything had a place. Debts on the left, credits on the right. It's like your grandma always said, a place for everything and everything in its place, right? It's funny to think that something so mundane to us now was groundbreaking at the time. But that's just the way innovation works. Something as simple as keeping a detailed account of what you owe and what you're owed revolutionized the way businesses were conducted. And let's not forget that Pacioli didn't just come up with this system out of thin air. He noticed that Venetian merchants were already using a similar method, and he was smart enough to recognize its value. He took that method, refined it, and then did something no one else thought to do. He wrote it down. It was this act of documenting and disseminating the method that truly earned him the title Father of Accounting. So the next time you're staring at a spreadsheet or your tax forms, remember to send a little thank you to good old Luca Pacioli. Without him, we might still be scratching our heads, trying to figure out if we're making any profit at all. Before you go, subscribe to my videos.